Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the multi-view projection. That is, we are drawing the front view, top view, and the side view of this machine component using AutoCAD. At first, we have to open a new file, click on New, then we can see the workspace here. Make sure it is in drafting and annotation. That means that you will be drawing. Click. Then we have to set the units. Just type units. Click on units. Check the unit is in millimeter and we can set the precision up to 0.0 because that is enough for this figure. Click OK. Next, we need to create the limit. We have to set the limits. For that, type limits. Today, we are drawing in a A3 sheet. We are going to draw in a A3 sheet. So the lower left corner, that means the origin must be 0, 0. So we can press enter or we can type it again 0, 0. Press enter. Then it already specified to the A3 size. That means 420, 297. X-axis 420, Y-axis 297. So we can type 420, 297. Press enter. Now, if we take a line or line command, we can see the value is changing. There's a very big value is over here. So we have to come inside the limit. So this is the origin. We can manually go here or we can click on zoom extend. Then again we can come here. So this is the very important and main point. So if our look here, if our zoom is very off, we can see very large number like this. And if we draw anything here, it won't able to see. So it's better to come inside the limit. So here the x-axis and the y-axis is very large. We have to come down to the smaller value. Click on zoom extend. Then here we can see it here. The value is reduced. Okay. So we specify the limits. Now we need to create the layers. There must be different layers for the dimension line, for the construction line, for the hidden edges. So we have to click on layer properties. Here we can see only one layer is created. We have to create another one. Click here. We can set this for construction lines or projection lines. We can give the names and we can change the color, the projection line. Click on OK. And the line type is continuous thin line. Now we need to create another layer for the axis or the center line. We can name it as center line. We can change the color. Click OK. And we have to change the line type. We have to load, then drag here. We can see center 2. So this will be a smaller line when compared to the center. So it's better to go with the center 2. Center x2 is a larger line. It's a 2x larger. So it's better to go on center 2. Click OK. Again, we need to select that and click OK. Now we need to create another layer for the hidden edges. Hidden edges. We can change the color. Click OK. Again, the line type must be dashed. So we can go for the dashed 2. It is a smaller line when compared to the other two. So it will be good for our drawing. So select dashed 2. Click OK. Here it's still on the center 2 selection. We have to manually select the dashed and click OK. Here we can see it is changed. So we draw the continuous line, we draw the axis line, we create the dashed or the hidden edges. And one more thing, we have to create another layer for the dimension. This is for the dimension line. We can give another color, click OK, and the line type change to continuous. Click OK. So we can see different layers were created. Our main drawing will be on the continuous white line itself. We create other lines for the projection, center line, hidden edges, and dimension. At first, we can create an A3 sheet. We can start with the continuous line. Select the layer over here. We can close this dialog box. So we can see this is on the 0. Now we can start with the line. So to help our drawing, we need to turn on the ortho mode F8. This will help us to draw perpendicular lines. Otherwise, our line will be inclined or distorted. So it's better to turn on the ortho mode, and also we have to select and turn on the O snap. We have to select all the entities here which is needed, and we can click on the F3. Click OK. Make sure all the tick marks is seen here. Click OK. Now we can start with the line command. Click on the line command, and the X value and the Y value shown here must be lesser than the limit, or this cursor must be inside the limit value. So here it is inside the limit value. Then we need to specify the first point. We can go here, or we can type 0, comma 0. So that will be the first point. Then just show the direction, press 420. Then the line is created over here. Show the direction 297. Show the direction 420. And last one, we can just click and press escape. So the page we created is here. So this is our limit, and this is the A3 size paper. Now we can create the margin with the help of offset. We can even use the rectangle tool to draw this paper. We can use the offset method. Then the offset distance we have to select to 10. Click show the direction. Click on the show the direction. In this way, we can draw the parallel lines. Again, here the margin will be 20. Just delete. Then we can trim it, the extra lines. Just need to click, just click, then it's all. Press escape. Now we need to draw the multi-view here. So for that, we are using the projection lines. Click on the line command. With the help of OSnap, we can find the midpoint over here. It will give the midpoint value. Press escape. Again, press enter to get into the command again. Again, we can draw the line. With the help of the ortho mode, we can draw perpendicular lines. Now, in this figure, we need to draw the front view, top view, and the right side view. According to first angle projection, the right side view will be on the left side of the front view. So the front view is set here. We can start with the drawing lines. We can go here, take a line command, press anywhere. Then the length is given 125, press enter. And the distance here is 15. We can draw 125 again. Press escape and enter the line. Here it's 40, 40. Then 25. Here 50. Then just put here. We can trim off the extra lines. To create an arc over here, we can do it with the fillet command. It will create an arc around the edges of the object. Click the fillet, give the radius. Here the value is 25. Press enter. Then click on multiple because we need to go more than one fillet. Click on multiple. Click here. Click again. Click. Just show the two lines. The fillet, the arc is created. Press escape. And we need to draw a hole over here. For that, we use the circle diameter center. By guiding through this arc with the help of OSnap command, we can get the center point very easily. So just click on the center, specify the diameter, that is 20 here. So the front view is completed. Now we can draw the top view. For that, we are using the projection lines. Take the line command. Here we can give any value. I'm giving 70. Here it must be 125 and close. We can even draw using the draw line. We can start from here. Here it's 125. We can type or just click here, and here it's 50. Type it here. Here again 125, 50, close. So the outer of the top view is completed. Again, we can see the arc. We need to create an arc over here. So go for the fillet. Radius, we already given the radius 25. Press enter. Press on multiple. Press escape. Now we need to draw two portions over here because that's the top view of the edges, and that distance is 15. We can either draw with the help of the line, or we can use the offset command. We can use the offset command here. The distance is 15, offset distance. Click on the line. From here also, click on the line, escape. Then with the help of projection lines, take the line command. With the help of projection line, we can draw a line over here and create the line by closing here. Press enter, press enter. Now we can remove these extra lines using the trim command. Now we can mark the axis, the center line over here. With the help of OSnap, we can plot the center very easily. Again, with the help of OSnap, we select the center over here very easily. Now we need to draw the hole over here. For that, we can take the offset command again, because it's shown the distance. So take the offset command, and we can say the distance from here it's 7.5. So offset distance 7.5. Here, just click and show the direction. And from here, it's 25. Shown, it's 25. Press escape and enter again. Give the value 25. Press enter. Show the lines over here. Press it again. So we can start with the draw lines. Click on the line command. Here it's 25. Here it's 7.5. Again 15. Here 7.5. It's 25. Press escape. We can use the fillet over here. The radius here is 7.5. Press enter. Click on multiple. That way we can go for the second one also by just clicking. We can draw the arc similar method using fillet, or we can familiarize another modify command, that is mirror. Select the mirror. Then it asks to select the object. We need to create the object here. Just click on the object, press enter. Then it will ask for the mirror line. So these are the midpoint. Here we can create it, and no need to erase the source object. So click on no. So either you can go for the fillet command, or you can use the mirror command. So the top view is completed. We can delete these lines. Just click and delete. Now with the help of the construction lines, we are going to draw the right side view. For that, select the projection lines. Again, start with the line command. Now we need to draw a 45-degree line from here. So for that, we can take the polar tracking and select the degree 45 over here. Again, go for the line command. Take the ortho mode and into polar tracking. So it will guide us with the 45 degree. Now we can create multiple projection lines over here. Either you can draw each line manually, or we can use another modify command, that is copy. Select the object, press enter. Now specify the base point. So I need to specify here. Then just show the another base point. You will get the lines properly. Once again, I will show you. Click on the copy command, select the object, then press enter. Specify the distance, the base distance. Here, 15. Here, the next base over here, and select the base over here. Press escape. So we just draw these 4 lines, and also we can draw from here also. We can use the copy command from here. So this line, select the object, press enter, specify the base point, specify the base point. You can even specify these base points over here. Now we can trim off the extra lines. And I will show you one more modify command, extend. So if I trim off these 2 lines in an arrow, so we can go for the extend command. Just click on the line. It's just reverse of the trim command. So we can use that also in case of any error. We can extend the line over here. The next thing, we need to draw the lines perpendicular from these points. Press the line command, take the line command, press escape. So either you can draw from these points, or you can use the copy command. So select the point, select the object, press enter, go for the base, use the drag button to click and drag, press escape. So here also we can use the extend command to extend the line. We can trim off the extra lines over here. We can draw the axis line also over here. So all the projection lines is plotted over here. Now we can draw with the drawing line. Take the line command, start from here, 65, here it's 50, again 65, 15, 50, 50, 20, 50, 50, and close it with the 15. We can draw a line connecting these portions, 50, yes. And now we need to mark the hidden edges. For that, with the help of the projection line itself, we can start take projection lines. You can mark it here. Press enter. You can either draw a line over here, or you can use the copy command, or you can use the mirror command. It's up to you. Just draw a line here. Now, from here also, this time we can use the copy command. Select the line, press enter, show the distance over here, and show the distance over here. We can use the trim to trim off the extra lines. Now, going for the hidden edges, take the layer of hidden edges, click on the line. I can draw the line over here, 15. Press enter, 15. Again, we can use it here also. Press enter, 15, 15. We can use the mirror command or copy command. Just take the mirror command. By selecting these two lines, press enter. Just show the midpoint. Then we can get these two lines over here. No need to erase the source object. So the hidden edges is placed here. Then we need to create here also. Go for the line command. Press enter. You can even use the mirror command or copy command. So I'm using the mirror command. Just draw the mirror here. No need to erase the source object. Now the hidden edges over here also found. Now we need to draw these hidden edges over here. So we can create a line. So this is the midpoint. With the help of offset 7.5, click here and click here. We can even show the projection lines if needed. We can mark it here. We can trim off the extra. So every line is completed. Now, if we close or turn off the projection lines, we can see only the object with hidden edges. You can turn it on. Now we can go for the dimension. So click on the dimension layer. Now we can go for the linear dimension. There are different type of dimension is here. We can go for the linear dimension, or we can go for the cube dimension. At first we can familiarize the linear dimension. Just click this bar, and we can mark the distance over here. So it's given that this distance is 40. We mark it here. And here this dimension is 15. So again, press enter, click on the two sides, given it's 15. And we can mark the dimension over here also. So press enter. Here the dimension is 125. Press enter. Here the dimension is 50. So now we can familiarize the next one, cube dimension. It will be a lot more helpful when it just need to show the distance. We can get the dimension lines much faster. We can see it here. Select the line, select this line, select this line, press enter, then just show here the three dimension is get in a row. So we can use single dimension like this, or we can go for the cube dimension. Again, it's up to our easiness. Now we have to mark the distance over here also. So it's 25 and this distance is 15. And this distance also we can mark 50 here. Again, go for the linear dimension. We can mark this portion 25. Press enter. We can use the cube dimension over here also if needed. 25. Then this portion, press enter. It is given that it's shown as 15. So we need to dimension each and every dimension which is given in the figure. So next thing we have to dimension these holes. So for that we are taking the diameter. We can mark the diameter over here. Again, press enter. So here we select the diameter, or we can change this to radius also. We can go it here. One thing we can familiar is the radius. So select. This is the arc of the circle, and you can see here. So this is the radius and this is the diameter. So when we check the figure, every dimension is plotted 40, 50, 125, 15, 25, 25, 15, 20, 25. The two holes with 20 and the arc radius here is 25. We can even mark this radius also if needed. Now we need to type using the text tool, multi-line text. We can draw here. So here it's very small. We can increase the text height by putting here for 7.5. This is the front view. So this is the front view. Now we can mark the right side view. So either we can type it here or we can use the copy command. Select the object, press enter. Here we can copy here, escape, then again press enter, select the object, press enter here, and we can edit it. Just double click. So this is the right right side view. We can move it, and this is the top view. Double click, then edit. Click on outside, we can get the values. So this is the final product. Now we can close the projection lines, turn off the layer. Now we are only seeing the dimension, the hidden edges, and the axis line. We can even turn off the axis line if needed. We can turn off the dimension. We can turn off the hidden edges. So it's better to keep the picture like this. Now we are going to plot this portion. So on the layout, we can see by clicking here, turn off the, yeah, we can see the object like this. Now we going to plot this command. For that, click on plot, or we can just go for the plot. Now we are turning this thing to PDF, drawing to PDF. Click on drawing to PDF. The size of the paper is ISO A3, not A4. So click on A3. Here it's 420-297 because it's a landscape mode, 420-297. And what to display? We can even set into zoom extend, or we can set into limits. Then it comes correct under the limit, or we can draw a window. It's better to draw a window. Then the offset must be center the plot. Here we can see it is in portrait mode, so the orientation must be landscape. So all the area is covered here. Then apply to layout. Then we can go for the preview. Here we can see the right side view, front view, top view. Here I am turning off the projection lines. Here everything is visible. Now just click on OK, and it will ask the name. So we just click the drawing to model, click on save. We can see here the picture. Thank you.